Hello everyone, and we're now finally live. Again with the Live for Speed. Every car on every track, and this time it's Blackwood Historic Reversed. Why this track? Because if I finish every car on this track today and right now in this stream, I will have completed one entire gaming environment or circuit environment, which is Blackwood. All the Blackwood circuits I would have then done, will have then done with every car on every track combination of Blackwood. So let's get it going. And I hope you see the screen right now. I will actually check that briefly. Yes, you do. So I'll stay in game now and always only in game. And I hope the chat will stay working this way. And let's get it going. First, of course, as always, the UF1, the slowest car, but now in higher quality. And I hope the quality is good. It's not lagging. On my various tests I did, it was all working fine. So here we go. Blackwood Historic Reversed, the last track combination of Blackwood we need to complete in this, let's say, goal and mission, whatever you want to call it. To complete the entire Blackwood with personal best lap time online in solo mode. I would actually call it a time trial when I'm doing the last few streams. Even though I'm not gunning for a super fast time, just a competitive-ish lap time on every track combination with every car. And once more, if you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. And this is the video game, simulator video game, I should say, Live for Speed. Even though it's been in development since before 2002, I believe, originally. It's still a relevant game, simulator, I should say. I always say game, but it's a simulator, so I still love it. And they're actually still working on this. And welcome back, Jake, to the stream. Jake, if I'm correct, the stream quality is much better now. Am I correct? Yes, indeed. First, you are. I think the quality of the webcam and the game itself is much more smooth, like a smooth operator. If we have to believe Carlos Sainz. As we're already underway for the first attempt, this is the warm up with the UF1. And once more, if we complete every car, once we've completed the whole time of every car on this track, we have completed the entire racing circuit environment of Blackwood. So that's the first completion of my goal, of my mission, once more. There we go. First lap on this track car, that's correct. I have never ever driven any complete lap with any car before on this track. Thank you for that, Jake. Of course, I guess with your Wi-Fi connection, you cannot go to full HD, but to hear the webcam is better, which I already thought. It's good to hear because the webcam before was all pixelated and also the in-game was pixelated. This was a shame, so I tried my best to fix that, and I hopefully have. There we go. Ooh, off track. Yeah, that's the first ball already. And the first hot lap, even though it's a small one, we have at one wheel of the track. But it counts for the bottles, doesn't it, Jake? At the end of this series, which will take a long while actually before we finish it, of course, this live stream series, Jake gave me the brilliant idea to, well, maybe also in between the live streams, make some compilations of the mishaps and bloopers I make. I'll start briefly. Drink some water and go completely off the line. Here we go. First lap, we complete as half lap-ish is 1:45:31 with the UF1. Yeah, drinking and driving, but it's water, Jake, it's water. I don't even drink alcohol at all. I don't like it. Shocking behavior, he says. Oh, yeah, Jake. FIA investigation has been launched. I mean, if I would have it like this, and like a tube right here, like in an invisible helmet, and a drinks button, I would do it. But I can't, so I have to do it like this. Actually, I do have such a system somewhere in my house, but I've forgotten where I left it. Because before I used to do endurance driving and racing, and I would just have a tube right here, a huge bottle connected to it with water, ice water that is, and I could just basically press a button on the tube right here, and would just well basically shoot water into my mouth, which was really nice when you're doing like a 10-hour endurance race on your own. But I have no clue where I left that thing. Should actually have a look at that. Because when eventually day and night, let's say lightning comes to level speed, we should have proper endurance races again. We should try that out then, of course, myself. This, by the way, is now the XFGTI car. Also pretty slow, but it's a bit more lively than the UF1, which is just let's say a kindergarten ride. So. So yeah, once we complete all the cars on this Blackwood Historic Reverse once more, the entire Blackwood environment is done for me for this mission. Nice. But one thing I would not recommend, during when you're actually driving, endurance races and on the computer, especially, of course, and especially in real life, but is to not try and chuck something with my call it again, bubbles in it. Let's just say that, because well, you have to chuck that really fast and then get to a corner that might, we actually call it, cause you to burp or whatever, to feel not so well because you are drinking the bubbly drink so fast. So that's why I prefer ice cold water when I'm driving. So that for one, more easily chucks away, and it doesn't give me any hiccups or burps if I drink it too fast. Then again, which something which a lot of you viewers, actually, I think none of you viewers, apart from my lovely Emily when she joins in again, and knows, I have to drink nearly 6 liters of water a day, sometimes even more, thanks to some stuff I have going on. Let's say that. And most people even have trouble with drinking, let's say, 1 or 2 liters a day, which is what you kind of have to do as a normal person. But I have to limit myself to 6 liters a day because I'm really thirsty all day long. And there she is, my lovely Emily. Speak about the angel. Aha, yes, yes. So basically, I have to limit myself to drink not more than 6-7 liters of water a day because I'm very thirsty thanks to several reasons. I can imagine you can sleep that night. Nice. Especially with Pepsi, because of course there's a lot of caffeine, and I've bottled it again. This was not the previous laps, but then again, it just has to be a lap for me now, right now, on this Blackwood Historic Reversed, to complete the entire racing environment of Blackwood for this mission. I'll just call it a mission from now on. So let's go on to the XRG. Oh, nearly selected the wrong setup there. So Jake, if I can't drink whilst driving, I'll drink on the starting grid. Is that okay? There we go. And it's not drinking and driving, and it's drinking and parking. Is that allowed, Jake? Here we go. So whilst I see Emily is back in the chat. Emily, how's your day been so far? I'm sorry I haven't been able to privately contact you so far today. But how has your day been so far, honey? For those who are watching and wonder who is this Emily, she is my lovely fiancée. Yes, indeedly. Okay, break here. No, that's too early. Anyways. This is true indeed, Jake, but let's say I just want to do it smooth and not push too much at the moment. Because if I would be pushing for a real hot laps, then I wouldn't be streaming it, let's be honest, so. Ooh, yeah, Windows installing after you accidentally overwrote the Windows partition. Oof. And I just said oof, so now Jake is gonna Roblox me again. Well, Jake, let's be honest, you broke your Windows on your laptop by not properly installing a new Windows, I guess. Oops. Then again, maybe I should have given you more instructions on how to do it properly. La 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 la. Oh, wait, and I was busy anyways and bad. Oh, how come your day has been bad besides the Windows update, honey? If you mind telling that, it's not too private. Yeah, Jake, you can write all the Roblox jokes you like. I don't even know what game it is. I never even looked at it. Oh no, I mean this is a joke between me and Jake or SRT Alonso about the Roblox thing. When I say oof, he always makes a Roblox joke. So. Well, Windows is a pain in the ass to install. When, sorry, excuse me for that word, YouTube. Windows is a pain in the behind to install when you do not know what you're doing. Indeed, when you do know what you're doing, like my lovely Emily, it's boring and time wasting. You know. But anyways, the LX4. Here we go. So now I just made an oopsie, Jake. I made a small swear word on live stream. Now I made a big oopsie. Feel free to come on with your Roblox joke right now, because I deserve it. What now? TRT trail, what? Did you install a virus? Actually, I have no clue what that is. How can a text file kill your laptop, Jake? Please. That's not possible. Must have been some really advanced virus or something that would be in a text file. I mean, of course, with a TXT file, if you convert it to a .bat file, which basically is a launcher, then Oh, Jake, don't say that. It was just the behind word. And anyway, say goodbye to ads for this stream. That's okay. I mean, I'm doing this for my fun and for your fun, not so much to make money. I see, I see. I, Emily, I agree with that. Yeah, about installing a virus and stuff like that, you know, some stupid. Well, sorry to say, stupid and well, I don't. Let's say for once, I love Russian people, you know, but some stupid Russian hackers personally contacted me twice actually via my business email for YouTube. Tried to offer me a sponsorship deal if I would try out their software, you know. It was a keylogger with which they try and actually successfully, or have already before, hacked other YouTubers. I knew this, so I kind of let them start talking, and they offered me $500, you know, to try out their software. So I asked them for the details of the sponsorship because I knew I was never going to use this software. Because it's literally a keylogger. Once you start it, it logs all your login details and locks your computer. You know, that's what they do. But they went as far as to contact YouTubers and offer them a sponsorship deal, which actually is not a sponsorship deal at all. And they just tried to hack your account. And they call themselves Oreo Team and the Oreo Cleaner, which is supposedly a software checker and everything updater. I don't know what they claim it is. They actually have a legit website. But don't ever fall for that joke, people. If you're a small YouTuber and they contact you, Oreo Team is 100% scam. And all they are after is your YouTube login details, to hack your YouTube account and to never get it back again. Don't ask me how I know this, but I might have decompiled their virus. Without them knowing in a safe environment. But anyways, I completed my lap of the LX4 and I'm just continuing. Let's go on to the LX6. Is this the LX6? No, this is the LX6. So once more, if you're watching and you're a small YouTuber, if you get an email, Jake, no, Jake, it's Jake. He does have a Discord, yes. But anyways, so if you ever get an email from the Oreo team, whatever they call themselves, Oreo Corp, you have several email accounts which are basically phony Gmail accounts. Never trust that. Never go for it. Never click the link on the website. Just ignore, delete, block. It's one of the sneakiest scams I've discovered so far in 2019. Jake, I'll forward you Emily's Discord when I'm off stream. Because of course she's my fiance, so I can give you her Discord thing. Oh, there we go. Enjoy your breakfast, Jake. Actually, breakfast? Well, of course it's an hour earlier there, but isn't it like 12 o'clock something there? Yeah, exactly, Emily. Don't accept trade links for which you have to log in to trade when you're actually on Steam, so you shouldn't have to log in. Just saying. But let's not talk about that the situation right now. That's really sad. Me. And I'll ask you permission after the stream. Whatever. You know what I mean. Oh, and I just went off track because I'm not focusing. Oopsie. Sorry, Annie. It was a mean joke about that trade scam. Sorry for that. by the way, Emily, if you want to join into the server, even though I will be restarting every time I drive a lap, you can actually. Never mind, you're still installing Windows. But once you've installed Windows and you want to join the server, the password is not that difficult. It's the three letters of our team. You know, the Team Rock Racing. You know which three letters I mean in capitals, and the year number of next year. So not 2019, but you guess that's the password of this server if you want to join in. I mean, I will be driving every time, just two laps restarting and everything, but feel free to join in, whoever you are. And of course my Emily, so that you can personally interact with me in the game if you like. And maybe drive my way, but I wouldn't recommend that. That is if you manage to find out the server name, which you can if you actually are dedicated to Live for Speed driver. So let's move on to the RB4, which is a nice rally-ish car, 4x4 driven, and well, let's see. And I noticed now the interior is working again for this car. I briefly had a high quality interior downloaded from somewhere, but that's actually not working, and the entire car inside was grey. But this one is working, luckily. I should also remember that somewhere today I'm having visits of my parents. I actually have no clue when they're coming. They could actually just as well happen to visit me right during this stream, which would mean I have to take a bigger break and intermission from this stream. If that would happen during this time, but hopefully not. As it goes, family before anything, usually. Has the stream, so the chat in-game thing crashed again? There's nobody talking in the chat at the moment. Let me know in the chat section. Thank you. So let's go on the hot lap of the RB4 GT. Once you've done the FXO as well, the XRT, the Raceabout and the FZ5, then we're halfway of this circuit with at least the cars in game. And once of course we end with the BMW Formula 1 Sauber 2006, then we are completely done once more with the entire racing and circuit environment of Blackwood for our mission to drive a lap of every car track combination in the game possible. Then we can put a little, how you call it, check mark on Blackwood. Kijk, no one shot that corner there, which is a shame, but there we go. It's a 1:27:02. So let's go on to the FXO. I think it is indeedly do the front. So actually, this is funny. Four-wheel driven car, front-wheel driven, rear-wheel driven. And they're all turbos. Nice. So let's briefly check this right here. Oh my. Yes. So let's go back into the game and of course restart the race so we can move on with the FXO Turbo front wheel driven beast. I really once more love this car on West Hill International. Let's see how I like it on this Blackwood Historic Reversed. Sadly, I cannot show you from this track environment at least the most fun of combinations, because as you can see there, there's a blue, black, and white barrier. There's also a rallycross combination on this course, and I did those rally combos, the reverse and the normal one, with all the cars, including the Formula One car and everything, you know. So that was really a handful, because I believe on one of the directions, either reverse or normal, it took me 4 minutes with the Formula One car, and just 1 minute with the Formula V8, for example, to get around. So, and I'm not entirely sure, but I believe the link to my entire statistics of left speed is, I think, in the description of the live stream, or if you're watching back the video down below, where you can watch all my times on the LFS World website. Every circuit I've been so far with every car, online that is. But I rarely ever driven this game offline unless it's pre-2007, but those times do not exist anymore anyway. So it has been online after the updates. So there we go, FXO Turbo. Quite enjoyable so far, this track with this car. Shame everybody seems to be on a break right now from the viewers, because I have seen no chat. Could once more, of course, be that chat interface, for me at least in game, crashed again, which would be a shame. But it happens every stream. But usually, when I take a break, that's why I plan to not really take a break from the in-game footage at least this time. Let's see, it's a 125.55 for the FXO. I do need a little tiny break to just drink some unbranded sugar-free drink. Unbranded for your eyes. There we go. The XR GT Turbo. There we go. Alright. Let's restart and get going right away again. Not that we really took a break or anything, but I do need to kind of align my shirt again. I'm on esports, of course, of which I am the video editor, one of the video editors, I would say. We have a cameraman who sometimes also edits a bit of the videos, but mainly I do that for Amcon Esports once more. If you wonder what Amcon Esports is, Google it, MCON Esports, with capital C. A small M, actually. XRT, nice car. bad actually entry of the last corner, I thought, but still quite okay. And here we go, the exotic hot lap. Blackwood is torque reversed. That was a horrible apex line through that corner right there. I wasn't even close to the apex, I am now. I actually wonder if people are just on, like Jake who's having his brunch or breakfast, whatever. If there's actually still people watching. I know there's people watching, but I wonder if the chat screen is bugging again or not in my game. So I haven't seen any new chat message for like 10 minutes or so. Which is a shame because I like the interaction with my viewers. 126, 67. Okay, try something funny right here. Drift a little bit, you know, like back in the day. Hoppa. That was nice. So let's move on to the race about the RAC, a lovely car. But is it a lovely car on this specific track? I'm afraid not. But we'll find out very, very soon indeedly. Oh my. Here we go, Mario. So far it's already quite unnecessary. Actually the section of this reverse track that I like is coming up right now. Like from this corner till the long back straight, basically. So it's a handful, but it's doable. Oh, the understeer is insane. Well, that would be a bottle, in Jake's opinion. I wish he would have seen it, or if he has seen it, I wish I would have seen his comment about it. But it doesn't have fifth and sixth gear. I will keep forgetting that. Second gear, nice, the first gear. I need it for ice and braking, so here we go. Bugger. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm not gonna retry this lap, I'm just gonna go on, like nothing happened. Because this car is one piece of mystery. To handle at the one track it drives like a beauty, and then here that's gonna steer like a mad machine, which of course it is, but gonna brake early, steering early, floor it. Should I do a nap after this lap? I think do I have the fuel for that? I was gonna look on my diesel dashboard, but I actually took it away. I have the fuel for that, so I will actually attempt another lap right after this lap with this race about. I should of course need I should say, a proper result, at least for this personal best lap time. I just thought I've seen chat move about a bit, but it actually didn't. Oh my. So let's retry. So we have 5th gear, so we have engine braking here. Oh. See that better? That. Oopsie. Only just about made it. This is already much better. Phew, that was close to losing it. So we draw at 1:24.31 on that miserable first attempt. Now here, already 2 seconds faster here now. That brake. It's 1:24.31 and now we drive a 1:23.12, so that's about a second faster. That's the race about done. Off to the FZ5, which is this car, and then we're halfway, as you can see. Then I'll take a real proper break, so I'll really be AFK for a moment then. Or AFK, away from the stream. But of course the stream will keep going until I'm back, and then we'll move on with the mini GTRs, the GTRs, and all these single-seater open-wheeler cars. And of course, as always, end with the BMW F1 from 2006. And this time we'll actually try and see if we can actually get another livery. But I have to look for it. I didn't prepare a new livery for that car this time. But since nearly the ending of the stream always is somehow the preview screen when watching back the live stream on my channel, I want the BF1 or the BMW Sauber F1 car to always have a different livery, for the preview to be different every time. And I'm not focusing on the road. Should well, let's just say we were drifting. Yes. It was Tokyo Drift style now. That was not my intention, but it kind of worked as a drift, but I didn't want to drift. If I actually remember correctly, last night I turned on car reset, so if needed I would have been able to reset my tires now, but I don't want to do that. And I indeed think the chat thing has crashed because so few chat in so long time. Cannot imagine. Hoppa. There you go, FZ5, Blackwood Historic, reversed. I mean, that's the most horrible line I could take, but at least I stick it on the asphalt. And this car in a raceabout should be made for racing, but it really isn't in my opinion. When I'm having this break, I'll also have a look at the chat, if there actually has been more chat, because I suspect there has been more chat. We've been live again for about, well, let's say, Oh. 3 quarters? Oh no. Well, we missed that quarter, but I'm not gonna redo this lap because I don't even like this car. Never liked this car for some reason. I like it for cruising on servers like TC City driving, which actually are very popular still to this day. Rightfully so, because it's well managed by the admin team and the people that make the insim. Yes, next car it will be the UF GTR or the UFR, and I'll be right back. Hello, and we are back with the live stream, and we are now at the mini GTR cars, starting with the UFR, And indeed, sadly, the in-game, I should say, chat thing has crashed, which is a shame. So I'll actually try something to get it fixed, but I don't think it will work. Nope, it didn't. Anyways, here we go again. The UFO around the Blackwood Historic Reserve. We're nearly at the end, or we're halfway, let's say. But these cars go faster, so the laps go faster. Also, Nikolai Ivanov, thank you for tuning in, my friend. How are you doing today? I of course can not read your response right now, but thank you for tuning in. Brake has seemingly not done me well with car control. It's sliding about everywhere right now. Nearly rolled it there actually. Let's just reset our calm and move on. In fact, both mini GTR cars are quite, let's say, harsh on that clutch, but with this car I always have to lift the throttle when shifting up. And I hope I'll get you. I will need XFR, which is after this. I don't always have to do that, I believe, so. Alright, let's see. Just good braking. Take a smooth line to last corner. That's good. That this doesn't have a sixth gear. Brake, there we go. Smooth line again, there we go. It was an okay lap. I mean, it was messy at some points, but I'm satisfied with the lap. It's only a 116, no, sorry, 117, 40. Nice. Let's actually do something funny, which I used to love. They're taking away the bump there. Back in the day, there used to be a huge bump down with which you could jump over the pit exit wall, which is always huge fun. Let's move on to the XFR, or the XF GTR, however you want to call it. Okay. There we go. That was just a very, very lucky shift. I thought I actually jump started there. This is more insane reactions than Bottas did this year. That's right on the green. It was an accident, I have to admit, not on purpose. My reactions aren't that good. lap, but the XFR, XF GTR. That up. Cost me about 2/10, I think, that mistake. On 17:53. Nice. Which means it's just actually faster or slower than the UFR. Lap, I actually don't recall the milliseconds of the UFR lap, but it's the same second, so this is good. Now the well, I was gonna say beautiful. This used to be beautiful, but now we have personal color, so now it's not that beautiful anymore. Let's say. But the beautiful FXR, four-wheel driven GTR car, four-wheel driven, yes, yes. And of course, the other GTR cars are a bit faster, but they are rear-wheel driven, so a bigger hand to drive, I guess, needed for that. So a bigger handful to drive, I should say. Sorry. This car is so lovely to drive. Actually, in a short first gear, which is a shame. This car tends to want to flip if you go too aggressive over curbstones. Like I shouldn't take this sausage curb like I did just now on the hot lap, but then I might flip. Same with this sausage curb on this inside here. Now you can of course already, if you're still watching, experience that the speed is going up really much and the grip levels as well. Such a beast, four-wheel drive. Imagine if we would have the RB4 GTR, that would be amazing. A lot of people have been fantasizing about it in the past and making at least 3D models for it and stuff like 3ds Max, and really would be an awesome car, you know. To have a, let's say, a match up for the FXR as in the RB4 GTR. Because even though it is really fast, it doesn't match up with the XR and the FZR when it comes to GTRs, and this one is usually the slowest. In my hands, of course, it's usually the fastest, but that's because I can handle this car. I cannot really handle the other two cars. I actually try to remember which lap time I'm driving right now and then compare it to the FZR, because XR you can forget me doing faster. Fast lap. Oof. Power oversteer. Nice. This will be a 1.9. Yes, 1.935. And then we should remember the 1.9 low, let's say. 1.9 mid, if you want to call it. When we go to the FZR later on. So now go actually first, of course, the XRR. A car that I really love for its shape. I really love it on the ovals, which is basically the Rockingham oval, of course, mainly, but also the Ring oval. But then again, on normal circuits like this, I usually don't like it. So we'll find out how it's on Blackwood Historic. Here it goes. Oh, there's so much. Actually, my main trouble with this car is really the braking. I've actually tested out my full braking here. Okay, brake pressure on this setup is better than the one I had on the other tracks. I say that, but there we go. This car is a lot of fun to drive with its hands full, like a lot of cars in this game, because no driving aids, no assist, you do the driving. The only driving aids or assist which are on the cars, which are there on there by default or on that type of car in real life. For example, this one has none. Apart from the audio line ahead of me, but that's one I chose to put on myself. Why am I lifting when shifting? I'm not doing it, and that's a gradual shift of the car. Again I do it. Just so used to lift the throttle when shifting up. Loyal viewers of this so short but yet already so often live stream series know if I bottle it, it's usually with this car, and if I do it bottle it, well, it's with this car as well. Let's actually not do that right now. Went well so far. And once we're at a 1935 in the FXR, sorry. 1935. Let's see how we get to this beauty right here. Uh-oh. Interesting. So on that time. Haha. 1:10:55. There we go. And time for the FZR right now. And whilst I load this car with a lovely livery right here, we'll actually look at the chat briefly. Hey Wollum, welcome to the stream, my friend. Wollum Trollum, yes. So let's go on and go for the FZR. And restart this baby and get cracking. Restriction. I was already like, this car is way too easy to drive at the moment. Ay. There we go. Just grab a random setup because that one had air restriction, which made it a lot more easier to drive, but also a lot more slower. And that's of course not what we want. We want to set personal best times for the maximum we can get out of the car at this time in one shot tryout, in time trial kind of way, let's say. So. Just want that out of the screen. No, not bottling it. Sorry, Jake. Now I'm bottling it, am I? Nope. Just about not. I just got a phone call and that made me mess up my lap. Because that really distracted me. You couldn't hear it, but I could. So I'll just do another lap. Mind me. So 1935 to get to the FXR. We're not gonna beat that either of this car. Wow. 110.61. So actually FXR for me still the fastest GTR. Let's move on to the single seaters. Whilst I briefly look at my phone who wanted to contact me. Oh. I'll actually have to rush through this stream right now if I want to be able to finish it without taking a huge break, so let's go. Because I have company in about 10 minutes. Oof. I'm just gonna rush through these cars, sorry for that, and I might actually not even make it in time. It should be a shame for either my visitors or my viewers. But I will be afraid it will be you that the viewers, that if I don't make it in time, and I will actually not make it in time I think, but that will have to wait for the last car to be driven. Can I make 5 cars in 10 minutes? Just not because of course I need 2 laps every time, you know, so For this car alone, I need about 1.5 minutes or more. So, hey. Let me close. Of course, I got that message and that phone call already whilst I was still in the after hour run. Ooh, interesting. We just missed out on the BF1 or also the F08. The cars that are most famous for finishing these live streams. Interesting. This is a shame that, yeah, I probably will not be able to correctly finish the stream as I want to. So I'm actually thinking to at least finish it properly with the BF1, and if I still have time to do another few other cars, is to just do the warm-up lap, so I at least have some time regressed with every car, and then do the proper hot lap with the BF1, because else I don't have time left to finish the stream properly. So my apologies for that. This is the MRT done. Off to the Formula BMW. Oei, this is gonna be tight, ladies and gentlemen. Very tight indeedly. So what's more, from now on until the BF1 or the Formula 1 car, just a warm-up lap to at least regress for A time, and then it's off to the next car. Of course, this shouldn't be like this, these live streams, but yeah, when you have visitors, it of course can happen on the weekends and any day basically, so. Especially since I'm not, I'm not streaming live, especially not with webcam and voice and everything, so this is also new for me. Of course, also for the people around me in my private life, so I wouldn't want to disturb them, you know, by being on the camera and everything, so. So yeah, let's quickly get this over with, sadly. Sadly was the warm-up lap and the lap for now from the Formula BMW. It's a 124, which is of course not not representative or let's not do that, or competitive at all, but it's the way it is. Let's move on to the Formula XR, the Fox. After that we got 2 cars to go, and I might as well do a full lap with the Formula V8. And then as well try to hopefully do it with the BMW F1 as well. I cannot promise anything. I will promise that if the door would ring right now in this warm-up lap, I'm not opening the door until I finish that lap, of course, for you guys. And girls, sorry. And of course, my lovely Emily is hopefully still watching. Find myself in a sequential shifted car. Do not lift the throttle when shifting up. Here we go. I'm gonna dare it. I'm also gonna finish up full lap with this car. I just like the combination. So here we go, the Formula XR. After all, a hold lap for now. That was the Fox 111.26. Quickly move on because I really have to make haste to the Formula V8. One of the most, well, let's say, aggressive cars in the game. And I love it. I really do. After this car, only the BF1 to go. Let's hope I make it before my visitors are here. Oh, this way I'm not going to. So I just made up my mind, this will be a warm-up lap only. Yeah, especially like this, yeah. I'm sorry guys, I'm really sorry. The visitors do come planned, but unplanned at the time they are coming, so... And that is actually the bell, so... I cannot show you the BF1 lap after this. I will finish this lap, open the door, and then it's goodbye for now, and see you again in hopefully a few hours or less on this YouTube channel, channel 7. Thank you for watching, and see you next time in Italy.